What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Dutch auction. Let me refresh this. We got first off the line 2023 Prizm UFC Hobby Box. This is a Dutch auction, so the price will go down every 5 minutes. We're starting at $750, going to $250. So this should be $20.83 price drop every level change. And in the first off the line, we're looking at 12 cards per box, 12 packs per box, 2 first off the line exclusive parallels numbered to 10 or less, 2 autos, 22 parallels, and 12 inserts per box on average. Pre-orders ranging from $300 to $240. Midwest Cards again has the cheapest pre-orders, even beating eBay. Now I haven't checked today, but we will check that. So we're probably looking at, we'll probably be here for a couple hours, but that's okay because we want this close to that bottom out price. We want to get there. But you can't beat a $250 box if it did get to that bottom out price. Let's check these cards out. We got a rookie card right here. Man, he got knocked out. He got knocked out cold. I mean, he was winning the fight, but short-lived on that one. They need a card of him drinking out of a shoe. Khabib auto. Got the color blast. Yeah, that's a pretty card right there. That is nice. Just getting everything set up for this one. Let's pull up eBay, see what eBay's looking like. $20.23. We got about a minute left. That's super high. And the first set was super hyped. What is that, 2021? So we're looking at not many. Let's see if we got anything sold. And that's a case. That's cheap. $319. Here's one. Like, that is super cheap. $1,800 for a 12 box case. What is that anyways? It is just a regular hobby box, right? Divided by 12. Is that really $150? Yeah, that's not bad. That's a big difference right there. One box selling for $3. But yeah, around $275 to $240 for the online retailers. As you see, if you buy a case, you can get them for super cheap. All right, we're gonna be going down, I believe, $20.83. You just take the starting out price minus the bottom out price. That gives you 500 divided by 24 levels, and that should get your price drop each level of $20.83. But that's not a bad deal. 150 if that's really, you get those for that. Then we got to worry about Panini dropping. Where are they going to drop it? If they're at 240, are they going to be at 225, 200? So we're at 729 and 17 cents. So that does, I think that does make sense right there. So we go 750 minus. That does look like the math works out. Yep, $20.83. We're going down each level. What's going on? What's going on? If it gets to the right price, Mamba, I wanted to get under 300. I think with the last couple of Dutch auctions we've seen on that last price drop, breaking a $100, I guess you can call it a barrier, or going from, like here it'd be the 300s to the 200s. It has sold out right above that mark. So I think around 300 we could probably see this sell out. It's like on the high end of pre-orders. So at that, there's a good possibility that I will probably buy some. I really want it under 300, but I don't think it's going to get there with how the Dutch auctions, the last couple ones have been going. They're selling out on the high side of pre-orders. Now this is UFC, but still at $250, I think it's going to be hard. And Panini has done a good job of pricing that $250 is the low end of pre-orders. So even if it does, like if anything under 300, you're going to get some value there, because that's where pre-orders are at. And I don't think there's going to be that big of a gap between where Panini drops. What do they do? 250, 225? But if it sells out like in the high threes, I will be passing. I'll be passing on this, especially if you can get like a hobby box. Like if they're selling cases for $150 a box. And I'm also going to be going, probably buying some Clearly tomorrow, since I missed out on the first off the line. But we should be able to get a pretty good deal on those. Hopefully like under 150. We want it under 150. Yeah, so it in that probably close to that 300 range. Now, depending on what you're gonna do with it, are you ripping, flipping, breaking, holding? Those could all have different price points. If you just love UFC and you love Prizm and you're like, I just need this, you may want to, okay, I'm okay with buying a little bit higher. I think probably around that $300 mark, that's on the high side of pre-orders. That's probably, and we got to see, are we getting high volume alerts? Is it hard to check out when we do get that low? When does that start happening? Now, if you're trying to flip it or you're going to break this, you may say, well, I need to, I need to have better margins, so I need it at a certain price. And if you're holding on to it because you think one of these guys is going to be a great champion, or, like Pierre, he's going to come back and just kill it in 205, or he's going to revenge his loss against Izzy, even though I think Izzy's scared. Ripping for fun, yes. Yeah, if you're ripping for fun, probably close to 300. Anything under 300 in that pre-order price, I think you're going to get really good value there, because it's, yeah, race to 300. Let's go. Let's go. Even if on the high side, if you're looking at $20.83, if you're a little above that, because I think people are going to start buying, and you can buy what, 12? Should be a 12 is the case, right? Yeah, so each transaction is limited to 12 boxes. So once we do get down to close to 300, people are going to be buying cases of this. It's a nice, cheap. I mean, 250 is still expensive, but it's cheap compared to a lot of the other stuff that we buy. So this is something that I would think that people are going to be breaking a lot of, because it's Prizm. You got the shimmers. You're getting the shimmers are under 10. Hopefully they're going to be given more of those. 330. So for Bedizzle, for the regular hobby box, we're looking at pre-orders are around $275. Midwest Cards has it as cheap as $240. Last time I checked was yesterday, so let's just check real quick. So you got 270. This one that's like, says this is the undercard. This is like a no huddle. So we're looking at 250 Midwest. Let's see, where is Midwest at? This undercard. There we go. 242.95. That's the lowest I've seen it. So that's their pre-order price. Right. For a Dutch auction, as you see right here, it says 708. It started at $750, and it's dropping every 5 minutes by $20.83. Just, I guess, in the past, we've been seeing Dutch auctions, and they kind of move where the last couple we've been selling out just above pre-orders. That's a good indication. People start seeing value as it's getting closer. Now, there's only so many of these boxes, so once they sell out, they are sold out. So people are okay with, paying a little bit of a premium above pre-order. Sometimes they do drop. Like baseball is a good example that drops to the pre-order or to the bottom out price. Now, Panini's doing a great job of putting their bottom out price where the pre-orders are at. So this here can't drop that much lower, because like the 250, that is like right where pre-orders are at. So Panini has been, I guess the best way to put it, they're doing a great job of putting that, because it's not like they have to adjust pre-orders or on release day in this next week, where if it did get down to $200, they'd have to adjust pre-orders. 250, that's right in the middle, so it can't go too far. So like a UFC or a WWE or a baseball, they do really good where there's not much room in between where pre-orders are at and that bottom out price is. Yeah, like we got what, Piera, we got that young kid. They both just lost. Like who else is there when we're talking about rookies in 2023? Yeah, if it can get down to 250, which I think right when we try to cross over to 300, I think people are going to be buying a lot of it, or at least start buying. So if you're only looking for one box, okay, maybe you want to buy a little higher. But if you're trying to buy on multiple levels or multiple cases, people are going to probably start buying on a little bit above 300. And as each level goes down, it's just I'm gonna buy more to average your cost out if it does get to that bottom out price. Josh's cards, okay, yeah, 199. I could definitely see Panini getting close to 200. And if you saw on eBay right here, look, you could buy, if you were buying a case, look, that's $1,800 for a case. That's $150 a box. Like, that's a big price swing there. But of course, you got to buy 12 of them. Yeah, we got what? Bo Nichols, we got Alex. Uh, what's that? That a young kid's name who just lost? That he's like 18. Is it Rasa? Right. With the prices coming down, you see the price and you're like, oh, this isn't that bad. We still want them to come down a little bit. Okay, bummer that he lost. It's a bummer that Alex lost too. So we're at 687 and 50 cents. We're at 16 minutes in. He's like, oh, cool, thank you, I appreciate it. I see his face. 575, 50 months ago. How is that doing now? Is it still there? And Bo, yeah, Bo is, yeah, I think he's gonna be good. If you got that wrestling background, and then if you can stack on the jiu-jitsu and the ground and pound and the undercard parallels, let's check that out. Let's see what you can get. Because are you talking about the undercard boxes, or because undercard boxes are going to be, I think you only get one auto, and it's like about half the price. So let's see what you're getting in one of these bad boys. One auto, 18 inserts, parallels, one base variation per box on average. An all new undercard. So yeah, like if you didn't want to spend like half the pricing, you're still getting one auto for it, which isn't that bad. But if you can get first off the line in that 250, 300. That's right. He is gonna be in the set. That's the card that we want. Costa versus Cosmont. Okay. Well, first off the line is gonna have. This is like your. When it says first off the line, first off the printing press. It's supposed to be like, hey, this is like the first look. So you have a couple extra like bonus perks in it. It doesn't mean that it's better, because you could still open up a box of first off the line and get nothing, or vice versa. And this one here, you're getting the difference right here. If you look in the details right here, you're getting 2 first off the line exclusive parallels numbered to 10 or less. So in the regular hobby box, you will not be getting that that are guaranteed. Is Purdy in this one? He should be in this one. We all want to know, is Purdy in the set? Is Purdy in the set? Good point, Jason, that they did just lose. So maybe if they don't, that hype train would still be there. Maybe we're looking at these at a, that would be spending maybe $50 more for these, 350-ish. And it's probably good for both of them to lose so they can reset themselves. Nothing wrong with losing. If you're on that hype train and you're undefeated, of course you want to stay undefeated. So we're going to be dropping another $20.83. Yeah, Alex is just so big. But, like with Dana White, or you hear Joe Rogan talking like, he's just too big, but he cuts down just like everyone else. And man, like, I just don't like how he's been doing this for a while, with kickboxing, but he just holds his guard so low when he's just walking you down. I would think so. Let's see if there's a checklist or not in this bad boy. Ooh, yeah, it looks like we do have a checklist, so we can look at that. We're at $666.67. If you are just joining us, this is first off the line 2023 Panini Prizm UFC trading card box. This is a Dutch auction. The price drops every 5 minutes until it sells out or gets to that bottom out price of $250. Let's see where the autos. We got $299. That looks like that's the cheapest on. That's a mean looking card right there. I love it. I love that. It'd be nice to hit that. So let's see. Does it say? That's the. What are the other chases? The throwback. There we go. This is the card we want right here. That is the card we want. All right, this is undercard variation. So these are the variations that you get in the undercard. So this is in the hobby, and I think it said one per box on average. So here's the champion signatures. You got some veterans: Chuck, BJ, George St. Pierre, legendary. Yeah, some Hall of Famers. Let's see, are these the superstars? So these are the not the up and comers. Are the rookies? Throwback signatures. So this is the one that we saw of Khabib. So I guess they're all combined together in this, the superstar autos. Let's go back to here. Where we at? He is killing it. 325. I think 325 is probably on the safe side, a little above 300. Just with the last couple have been selling out just before we break that last $100 mark, before we do get to that last 100 before the bottom out. Versus the cat. We'll be dropping another $20.83. we're down to $6.45 and 83 cents. Of course, make sure you're logged in. You got credit cards saved. If you don't have a credit card saved or you want to use a new one, you just got to purchase something. I think the easiest thing to do is the NFT pack. You can always do a Panini instant card, but you're looking at $10 shipping if you were just buying one of those. And then, you know, go through the motions of seeing if there's a, like, nothing has really changed, but it's just good to, like, kind of practice going through the buy now button, adding it to your cart, or add how many you want in your cart. Right, especially with, yeah, Joe Rogan should be in, like, what was that set in Donruss where it had, like, Buffer. Rogan should, like, Rogan would be a chase. People would want, you know, his auto. If you remember back, what his Topps card was going for, what, like $400, $500 there, you know, like at the hype when it, you know, a couple of years ago. Oh yeah, Optic is great. Yeah, anything Optic I like with the rated rookies. 320 you're going in. Yeah, 320 is not a bad price point. I think 320 you can get in, so you're not stressing yourself out going, like, you'll be pressing your luck if you want to try to get it under 300. Now, could it get all the way down to 250? Yes, it could. It could. But as we get closer to that bottom out price, it gets harder and harder. And then if we look at, like, Optics contenders on Tuesday, right when it's changed over to $404, like, what was, like 17 cents, it just, like, automatically sold out. And who knows if anyone even got it at 404. A McGregor Dana White dual auto, that'd be kind of cool. Voices of the Octagon, yeah. Joe Rogan should be in that, right? like you would think Joe Rogan would be. That would be a chase that people would want. Oh, did you hit it? A Bruce Buffer? That's cool. Colby. Dual auto. Ooh, first off the line Khabib. That's nice, out of 20. Right, 1,800. Did you FOMO on Topps Chrome MetaZoo? Is there a $10,000 bounty for the Michael Waddle 101 Superfractor? I think MetaZoo put out. They actually sold out on Fanatics super quick. I was surprised that they did sell, or they, well, I mean, not super surprised, but I was wondering if they were going to drop those on Fanatics with it not being sports cards, but it is, you know, Topps. So we're at 645 and 83 cents. We're still going to be on the high side of 600. We're going to be getting into 30 minutes. I don't think we have, let's see here. Yeah, for 1,800 for a case, like, that's not bad at all. I wonder if he has any more. I might have to save this seller. Let's see what other good deals if he has stuff like that. What was I doing on Panini? Of course, Nichols, Piera. If I do grab some boxes, I don't know what I'd do. Either flip it or break it. Maybe open one box. I mean, these boxes are so cheap, but it does add up with, you know, these first off the line with, or it can start to add up if you're buying every single week. you gotta let some stuff go. Do we got any other first off the lines? I don't think we do we? Yeah, they'll probably add some stuff because we got some good stuff coming. We got Optic coming up. Optic football. It seems cheap, right? 150. I was thinking maybe it's like a mistake. He was thinking undercard, but it's saying hobby box. So it just means he's getting them for a really good deal. So we're at 625 now. Right, 1800. Yeah, like sell those at probably 200 all day, easy. All right, we're at 625 for first off the line 2023 Panini Prizm UFC trading card box. There, yeah, it's tough to say because he had multiple that were sold. Let me see. Go back here. Let me see if he has any. I don't think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's been selling them. But yeah, that's a because I think Panini's gonna come in close to 200. If Midwest is at 240, Midwest on most of the stuff like that last couple weeks have been the lowest, even lower than eBay. And then Panini has been become on release day for regular hobby boxes coming lower than everyone else. So could they drop at 225? I think they could. All right, so yeah, okay, that makes more sense. 3,300. But yeah, that's not a bad deal. I mean, that's a great deal. Yeah, Piera and Nichols. Yeah, probably. Yeah, sell the hype on him since like how much higher can his cards go since he's not a fighter like for money, right? Dump and run, sell it. Maybe. Yeah, 150 is super low. Super low when we're at it's $100 different. He's getting a great deal. Yeah, just turning and burning. So we got 2 minutes left for this bad boy on this next level of change. We're 33 minutes in. Of course, I highly doubt that we're seeing any high volume this high. Are we going to start to see high volume in the threes? Because lately, like, if you are buying, get it in your cart because sometimes it's hard to check out or try to add it to your cart once that high volume starts. Well, let's see if he is in it. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like he has what does he have? Oh, he doesn't have an auto in here. It looks like he only is in the base set. But and promos. So no auto, no auto. So he does. He does. And let's see here. We'll go bow. Let's see how many. What bow has in here. See, so he has a. So he has no auto either. Strange that some of these, like, if you look at like Patty last year, he had like no autos. And then you're looking at these rookies, there's no autos either. All right, let's see what Alex has. We got a base. Okay, so he has an undercard variation, which that wouldn't be in this box. Oh wait, did I X out of that? There we go. All right, so he's in the throwback. That'd be a cool card to get. Color Blast. Oh, I didn't even check this out. Dominance. Is that the only auto he has? He has one auto. Throwback signatures. He's not in the Superstar or. So one auto for Alex. All right, we're at 625. Oh, we'll probably drop already. All right, let's check. Let's see how much this is going. Let's see how many cards he has. We're at 604 and 17 cents for first off the line 2023 Prizm UFC hobby box. And we are 23 minutes away from this first hour. This is 2-hour Dutch auction. First hour is we're just kind of watching. I don't think it's gonna sell out. Hopefully no one's buying at $600 or up here. It does happen. Yeah, if I think he only has a base card. Let's see. He only has a base, no auto. Right here. This is the only card he has, so him and Bo both have a base card, no auto in the set. Alex has a base card. So at least they're in the base. So there are some rookies to chase. Yeah, good point. Yeah, if the hits haven't been pulled, or those boxes will start to go up. Hold until the bottom out. On here, the bottom out is 250. But yeah, if it got down to 250, that's not a bad deal. That's right. Panini, so they're setting it right in between pre-orders in that 275, 240. Yeah, like Panini's trying, their prices are coming down, but I still think they're missing it out by $100 to $200. Of course, it's a gamble, right? Because you know you're opening the cards. But yeah, even at 250, could this box be 200 or 150? would, I mean, I'd probably still be saying it's too expensive. Be like, I wanted to be cheaper. I just always remember when boxes were super cheap back in the day, and we'd be going into the 500s. Yeah, especially like the last couple years when some of these boxes were super high, especially if you look at like Prizm stuff when you're paying over $1,000 a box. Even when you do hit a big name or a big name parallel or auto, you may not even be breaking even. And it's like you have to hit multiple to get there. So we're at 583 and 33 cents. At least now there's a possibility of breaking even or making some money. Yeah, what does that sell for? Number to 10. Let's see how many cards he has in the set. That's another. Let's see here. Let's see. What does he have? Alright, so he has a superstar auto. You have more up here. Alright, so he says he's a lightweight. Alright, so he's saying he has 4 cards. Hezbollah. So there's one. You got. So he does not have a red or blue. So he has an auto. What else is in? Oh, he must have cards down here on here that. Why is it saying 3 of 4? So he has a couple cards of auto. Oh, okay, that's why. Oh, and he's up here. His first, I said auto. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, 583 and 33 cents. So he has what, 2 cards. Yeah, we're at 42 minutes in of this 2-hour Dutch auction. Yeah, sell, because it's not like he's fighting. Unless, like you guys are saying, is he gonna get into another scuffle with another cat? And if you did pull his card, you know, if you're first to the market, whatever that card is, you know, it's gonna spike, and then we'll probably start seeing it go down. We got a minute 30 left. We're going to be going down. We'll be 45 minutes in, 15 minutes away from this first. I'll start checking now to see if we're getting any high volume. I doubt we're going to start seeing high volume this high. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to make the most of it. Yeah, we were hoping under 3. I would definitely consider, you know, WWE and how UFC, they're kind of comparable. This was on eBay, so if we go to sold, this is, I didn't click on it, so let me see if he just, you know, maybe he copied and pasted this wrong. Maybe 12 box case pre-sale. Yeah, that's a good deal. Maybe that was a mistake. That's what, like a $1,200 mistake. Unless he's just, you know, he's just trying to make a little bit of profit, and rather than hold out, he's just like, man, I'm turning and burning. Isn't there any? Yeah, but I'm gonna be watching him because it looks like he sells a lot of cases. So what is it? Nullify 2010. If you want to know his his name right there, see if he has any other good deals. Maybe he'll have some good deals on Optic NFL hobby boxes. Um, the cheapest I've seen it at. Well, I saw it for $4.75, but then I can't find it. So in my head, I'm like, am I dreaming? Did I really see Optic NFL for $4.75? But I think they're going to be in the 400s all day. Once we get closer and more pre-orders come up. All right, 562 and 50 cents. Let's see. We're just gonna go through the motions of checking out here. I doubt we're gonna have any issues. I think we'll probably have to wait closer to 300. I mean, maybe we do get a bottom out here if we all hold. Don't get crazy. You can buy a case at a time. That's 12. So people will be buying those. If you really want a box, probably a little bit on the high side of 300, maybe close to 300, just so you're not bummed out if you don't score. All right, I'm getting right in like butter. Yeah, butter. Yeah, no issues checking out right now. 46 minutes in. We're still looking with tax over $600. A little expensive. We should be able to buy multiple boxes at that price. We just gotta hold out, wait, and we will get there. We will get there. Shipped out today. Nice. I was hoping they were gonna drop a lot lower. I struck out, so I'll have to be buying some regular boxes tomorrow. Hopefully the regular hobby boxes are clearly, I mean, they're still going to be not that expensive, so. Hey, let's see what Connor has in this set. Is he not in this set? That is how you spell his name, right? Not in the set. You would think he would still be in the set, right? Oh, there's one in. Let's see. There we go. So he's in the main set. What else does he have? All right, so he has a undercard variation. And this is why it's so crucial for us to have the checklist so we can see what's in the set. Is it worth going for? How many cards do these guys have? Do they got autos? Do they not got autos? Do they got multiple? With us not seeing, especially like for football, well, any set, it could make it or break it if we want to buy or not. Or where should we buy? He has a color blast and a Fairless. So no autos. So the color blast. Yeah, no auto. This is why we need to see the checklist because we want to know what is going to be in these boxes and what's not in them. see. Just changed to 541 and 67 cents. Oh, nice. Emac Usman. I don't have many UFC cards. I don't think on me right now. I'm trying to think if I have anything valuable. I don't think I got some cheap stuff on eBay, but nothing that's really standing out for UFC. Yeah, that gold Cosmo. Yeah, that's nice. 101 Connor would be awesome. So we're at 541, 67 cents. We haven't seen high volume yet. We're 9 minutes away from this first hour being over. We'll have another hour if it gets to that bottom out price of $250. And then if it did get down to $250 and it's still there, which I don't think it's going to be, is that there's a 5-minute grace period where you can buy and then they'll pull it. So this buy now button right here, if you're logged in and you try to click through it, sometimes a pop-up will pop up and it'll say high volume or alert, and it'll have like another sentence to it, just meaning that traffic is trying to go through that buy now button. And like right now, since I'm not logged in on this account, but I'll go on my account on another screen, and let's see here. So I'm clicking through at 541. Oops, I did get a high volume alert right there. So just a little screen will pop, a little pop-up will pop up on, like right here, and it'll say high volume alert. And if there is constant traffic, it'll just keep popping up if you keep going through the buy it now. If you do have your quantity in the cart already, you can go that route, but you just got to be careful to make sure when you are checking out is that the price changes. Or you might go through it and then you think everything's good and you're trying to click through, it might register the price. So if you do go through the cart, you really got to be watching that price to make sure it's the right price. Because I think you got to refresh it. So we're looking at 587.03 with tax around that. Delete that item. Delete that. So no high. Well, I did get one, but maybe because we were talking about it. Yeah, when do, like, that would be cool, when if it would pop up and be like first person bot right here, and then we'd have to decide, is this real or fake? We could start seeing, boom, a case bot. Either maybe don't put the stock amount, how much they got there, but what if, because this would probably help out with FOMO too, where if we start seeing everyone buying, then we might say, oh man, I don't want to miss out. So maybe that's how they should do it. Instead of putting, like, if they got 10,000 boxes and it goes down, maybe it just starts showing the first person buys. Okay, this person bought 12. This person bought this much. But it would be good to see how many people do just hop on. We're at 520.83 now, where they just hop on and they're like, oh man, this is a great deal, and they buy it like right when it goes live. Because I like I have seen I was it Select NFL. Uh, Someone was watching who just jumped on, but they didn't know what a Dutch auction was. They never saw one, so they bought uh, it at, I think the top was like 2,500, and it got down. I forget where it went down to, but it was this last year, and they bought it 2,500, and then I explained it's a Dutch auction. The price goes down. That's why you start seeing the price. So yeah, it does happen, and I wonder what if you did contact Panini, would they just say it's sold as is, there's no refunds, or if you said, hey, I didn't know this was a Dutch auction, like it won't happen again. But 500 to lose it. So we got 4 minutes for this first hour. But if you think about it, what, maybe not last year, but the year before, like the first year when they came out, what were those? Just blasters. Blasters were, what is that, 2021? Do I have a couple up there still? I think it's 2021, the first year they did UFC. UFC was selling blasters at the fights, at their events for $50 a blaster. But you could have bought a ticket, gone in there and bought a bunch of them, and still made money. Buy it all and control the market. I love it. Yeah. It probably will take a long time. You're like, hey, I didn't mean to buy this at here. I know, what auction was it? It was a couple weeks ago, and I'm just going through the motions because like every level, once we start getting closer, I'll just go through the buy it now button. But then I'll delete it and start over, so I have nothing in my cart. But I pushed the wrong button, so I pushed submit, and it was started to go through, and it was like $300 above where it sold out at. So I think it was around like 600, and I think it sold out at like 300. So I just X'd out of the page, and it didn't go through. I was like, oh my god, because that would have been a couple boxes that I had in my cart, and I just pushed the wrong button, and I was like, no, 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 no. I X'd out, and I went to my orders. It didn't go through, thank God. That would have been a bad day. We got a minute 30 left. On this level change, we're at 520 and 83 cents. We go live on all the Dutch auctions. Doesn't matter if it's first off the line, online exclusives, Panini packs. They'll do Dutch auctions every once in a while when they are not with reward points. When it gets to about 315 or so, yeah, I'd say right there we'll probably start seeing more high volume alerts. More people start tuning in. More people start jumping on Panini, checking out. For the most part, we know that like the first hour. Now, sometimes stuff does sell out in the first hour, but how they got it priced and how it drops down that first hour, not a lot of action going on. I would think the color blast is probably in all of them. We can look after this price drop and see if it says anything, but I would think those would be in all forms of hobby. All right, we're gonna drop another. We're gonna be at 500 exactly. $500, no issue getting in, going right in. We're at $500. We're an hour away from the bottom out price, $250 away. That is where we want to be. Pre-orders are selling between $240 and $275 for one box, as we saw. Cases usually a little bit cheaper. We did see an awesome deal at $150 a box for a case. All right, so no issue there. No issue checking out. Now I'm just like, I'm watching my buttons. I don't want to push the wrong button just talking about it. So we're going to go edit. You're going to cancel this. So no issues there. No issues. We're at $500. We're halfway there for this first off the line box. You're just trying to get one. Probably going for a couple if it gets to the right price, under 3. Maybe one a little bit above. And it all depends. And then, you know, some people, you know, there's ripping. You might be ripping where you're like, I just want to open a box. If it's close to pre-orders, I'm going to go for it. Are you flipping? Are you trying to make some money off it? You know, some of us like to buy multiple so we can make a little bit of money, and then it buys for the one box that we want to open or a couple boxes we want to open. And we got, a lot of times I will, you know, do some breaks. There's a lot of people breaking this stuff. That's why people are buying cases and they're breaking it. And then that fourth thing is you're holding it because you like the rookie class, or you think there's most part it's going to be a rookie, right? You're like, hey, Alex is gonna, you know, kill it when he goes up to 205. He's gonna be a champion for the next how many years? Yeah, like honestly, Panini could cut these Dutch auctions in half or start the price lower. Could they start it out at $500 and just have it at and still have it at $2 or a 2-hour auction? I think so. Just cut it in half, because it has to be a bummer if you did buy at $750 or $600 and then you realize, wait a second, why does the price keep going down? And it has to happen. It has to happen a lot. Someone comes in like, oh my goodness, I heard UFC Prizm was awesome. Oh, $500? It used to be X amount for, you know, 2021. This seems like a good deal. And then it just keeps going down and down and down. All right, we're going to be dropping another level. We're going to be in the 400s. Right. 2 hours can be a long time. For the most part, depending on the product, because you just never know. Sometimes when we do get to the hour mark, it sells out. Or looking at where the pre-orders are at, where the price of the actual Dutch auction is, can kind of, but sometimes we look at like, did this really just sell out at this high price? Is that even possible? And of course there's talks, did it get pulled? Did it get bought out by the big online retailers? They just bought it all at a certain price. If it gets to this price, I want it all. All right, let's see if we can check out at just under. We're at 479.17. Oh, I'm getting high volume this high. Wow. No way. Come on. All right. I'm getting it now. 2 times trying to go through the buy now button. Got the high volume alert. People might just be kind of checking it out, saying, you know, we're all a little curious. As we get lower and lower, more and more people are starting to watch, especially if you are wanting to buy. Maybe that first day you're like, it's not going to sell out. And if it does sell out, I'm not buying there anyways. All right. So 2 high volume alerts. It's just a little pop-up that pops up, and you got to click it, and then you got to go through the motion again. Some people like going through their phone, because you could go through like the website on your phone, or the app, or the computer, depending on, you know, like for me, I go through my computer, but I also have my phone. I have another computer up just in case if I want to go for multiple, and if I can't check out. So you just got to be ready just in case if for some reason the site's not working. But and just get used to checking out, or where are the buttons at? Is my stuff saved? Is there something new that I have to worry about? Right. If these high volume alerts are just like a button that you're pushing, like someone's watching this and going, okay, let's push it right here, and we're all going, oh no, high volume alert, we can't check out, we can't check out. They could definitely do that. we're gonna have to ask them that. Like, do you guys do high volume alerts? Do you have a button back there that you just jam up everybody? Because then, you know, we all start, okay, I'm seeing high volume. All right, people are watching. People are trying to check out. We're at $4.79.17. It's still super high to be getting a high volume. You're like, okay, we have real ones, but we're going to push it here. So, okay. Yeah, Colton, we probably have some time. Relax. But yeah, I mean, FOMO does happen, even with Dutch auctions, any type of these. Like, you should have, and it's good that, you know, that we come together and kind of talk to see where it should be and where it shouldn't be. Even if, like, I say, hey, I only like it at 250, you know, find that whatever that number for you is. If you say, hey, I'm okay at 325, but I'm not going to buy any higher, then if that's where, like, you did your research and that's where you're at, and if it does sell out at 330, you're not going to be mad. Or, you know, you could say I have a little wiggle room, because especially on the bigger products, well, for me, like Optic NFL or Prizm, like I got certain numbers that I like, because if it goes too high, I don't want to FOMO, and I'm okay with it, where I just say, okay, I didn't hit it, so I get to see another day. I got money to spend. Panini's going to keep doing these Dutch auctions, so they're going to get my money somehow. But it's the worst when you buy too high and you just start seeing it drop, and you're like, oh no. Or if you overextend yourself too high and then you are not able to cost average down each level. It's okay if you buy high and then you're able to go, okay, I bought too high on, you know, 1 or 2 boxes or a case, however you're buying. Okay, but guess what? I'm going to buy another case here. I'm going to buy another 5 here. I'm going to buy 2 here. By the time the Dutch auction is done, you're like, oh, my cost average for all boxes is very close to where it sold out at anyway, so I'm okay with it. Going all in next drop. Yeah, you know, everyone's trying to go through that buy now, so it's smart, where even if it is true, we see it and go, oh no, high volume alert. What does that mean? Oh, people are trying to check out. Same thing, like if we're going for on any site, right? If we're, you know, like this was a big thing in like retail the last couple of years, is that, you know, you're trying to spam and that button pops up on Target, and it's, you know, saying it's like a paragraph, and you know, it's like, okay, bots are grabbing all these and you can't get through. You're like, I know it's there, I know it's there, I know it's there. And even on Dutch auctions, I wouldn't say as much now, but you know, botters can bot this too. So if it's like a high demand product, you can still bot this here. So but at the same time, you can still go manual. Even like on the Panini instant stuff, like the, what is it, the 5 of 5 or 5 out of 5 or out of 1. Those can be really hard to get. Like the Brock Purdy stuff was hard, but I was getting it just manually, just going through my phone. I was getting every week. Brock Purdy had a Panini instant card. I was getting the 5 of 5 for $100, but then it started going up to 150, 200, and those are selling for $500, $600 all day. Hold for sub 300. Let's hold. Hold the line. Hold the line. We're at 458 and 33 cents. Haven't yet? Smash the like button. It's supposed to help us out. It's cool to see too that we get likes. Haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe so you can get all the notifications when we're going live for these. We go live for all of them, no matter if it's an awesome product or it's a product that we know is gonna be like we're watching paint dry and we know it's gonna go to that bottom out price. Yeah, if someone does buy, let us know. I always say congrats. We're holding the line. That's right. Hold, hold, hold. $458.33. Pre-orders $275 to $240. Panini has been coming in because Panini will drop a regular hobby box next week sometime, and they've been coming below all of pre-orders. So pre-orders kind of got to adjust themselves to where, which it's good, but it can, I think, we were talking about this on Tuesday, is it'd be great if there was like a little bit of a couple days or a week where if we are buying first off the line products, it'd be nice that we could open it up, break it, or flip it before, where it's like you're getting your first off the line boxes on the same day the regular hobby boxes are released. It'd be cool if we could, for the people who are buying first off the line, where even if you're just ripping it, like, oh, hey, look, this is what I'm getting, rather than I'm getting my box when the regular hobby boxes are dropping. If we just had like a little grace period in there where, you know, because if there is too big of a gap, it's like first off the line Prizm NFL, those are going for what, like 11, 12, 1300 a box, maybe a little bit more when they first came out. But then they dropped those prices from like $750 all the way down to like $600 on release day for a regular hobby box. That's a big gap between first off the line boxes at $12 and $600 for a regular hobby box. Now, you are getting those shimmers and those first off the line exclusives, but I might say, well, you know, I'll take a box for $600. I'll take 2 boxes of regular hobby boxes compared to a first off the line box. So Panini, we want a grace period in there. A grace period in between when you give us our first off the line boxes to when regular hobby boxes release. Will, what's going on? Hobby prices are, so we were looking at cases, right? Cases, there was one seller on eBay that had cases, 12 boxes. It came out to $1,800, $150 a box. Now, the majority of pre-orders are between $275 and like $250. The lowest is Midwest Cards at $242 and 95 cents. So we look at, we just go here. So look, here's $249, $299. So we're looking at in that $250 range, right? This is an undercard box. Here we go. This is the cheapest right now. Midwest Cards has been beating eBay lately for pre-orders. So they're at $242. So that is right where the bottom out price is of this Dutch auction of 250. So Panini's done a really good job there. We're at 437 and 50 cents. Let me check real quick. See if we get any high volume. Probably all of us are just checking at the same time at these levels. We got 45 minutes if we do hit that bottom out price. We're going down $20.83. Oh, got high volume, high volume. Ooh, this is crazy. Still getting high volume. This is way high. Panini, are you guys pushing that button? I'm finally getting in now. We're still, on this next one, we're still going to be on the high side of 400, and then we're going to start breaking into the 300s. And it's going down, what, $20.83. So where are we away? About 6, 7 away from that 300 mark. So we're getting close. We're getting close to that bottom out price, even though it still seems like it's super high, but going down $20.83 every level. All right. So we still got a little time, but we are getting high volume. Problem is NFL and hobby boxes have been pretty dusty. Yeah, we just need those prices to keep coming down. $250, but close to. Yeah, and that's the thing is if we can get these close to where hobby is at, it's a no-brainer. And then you got whatever you're trying to do with it. You're getting those first off the line perks. I like that these are numbered to 10 or less. Getting those 2 autos. Hopefully those shimmers, we're getting more of those like in the NFL boxes. It seems like we're getting like 4 or 5 of those. Yeah, there's something about, like, just for me, when I see that first off the line sticker, I'm like, man, I'm gonna hit something big. I mean, I like opening a regular hobby box too, but you see that sticker, like, oh man, it's first off the line. I got those extra, and then you open it, you're like, okay, I still got the first off line stuff, but it wasn't what I. But yeah, definitely better chances. Not all first off line boxes are created the same. And I think it's super important to see what is the difference between. Does it make sense to pay a little bit higher of a premium? Now, if you're getting it close to a regular hobby box price, then yeah, you go for it. But if there's a big gap, you're like, well, I'll wait for, those first off the line parallels or those extras aren't. It doesn't justify me going for it when I can get it for a better deal if I wait an extra week when it does release on Panini. So you're saying first offline exclusives don't sell as well as true colors? Okay, I have not looked into that, but if that's true, that's interesting. Correct. Yeah, 250, 300. That 150 is that was for a case, right? And that was one seller. He sold them all. So, and are those real sales? Are they not? There's so many things that we could look at. Was it a mistake? Does he just flip it? And, he's just making a little bit of profit. It adds up. Every box you're making X amount. But yeah, we're looking at 250 is kind of that medium price. 275 on the high side. 299. Right. Extra. Yeah. If you're getting an extra auto. That's what we want. We want extra autos. All right, we're going to be going down another level change. Let's see if we're still going to be on the high side of 400. right, 416. We're getting high volume. Who's buying at 416? I still think we're probably $100 too high on the high side if we wanted to buy. Anyone else getting high volumes? High volume alert. Please retry, it says. We are experiencing high volume. Please try again. That is what the alert says. And it says alert. All right, getting in now. People just checking out. We're going to be in the 300s. We are, what, 39 minutes away. 39 minutes away. Bunch of high volume people. Okay. Shimmer, Holly Holmes, Mazda. Not the worst, but could be better, right? We want a good box. That's right. You got to envision it. You got to say, okay, I'm going to hit a one-on-one. 10 out of 10. The Iron Sheik. Oh. Triple H Mojo. No chance. Ah, bummer. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, the chance of hitting that big, and then you're like, let down. I got a couple of these that I haven't opened any of these yet, but I found some. I found some yesterday, so we'll be opening some of these. I don't know if any of you guys have opened any of these, but this is the hot ticket right now. You just bought 3. Congrats. You're getting like we will get high volume because people are checking, people are testing the water. Say, because we're still about 5. We are 5 levels away from 300, maybe 6. That's who we want. Let's pull. Yeah, like I actually found these in store. I was actually able to get some online too, but yeah, it almost looked like they just restocked, but I'm gonna see what we can pull. What we can pull in those. Is that Panini's new way of keeping their license? But good luck. Okay, they can be tough. All right. Yeah, he does have an auto in there. He does. I saw that. Those online exclusive. That'll be interesting. What the price point? Because Panini, they put blasters and megas on their site, and then it's $50, $60, or like with the rookie and stars, they put those longevity boxes, $150. They're like, that's what they're going for secondary on the secondary market. Yeah. Once it changes, people are kind of testing the waters, checking it out. And it's good because you want to get repetition. You want to know where those buttons are. If something pops up, make sure your phone's by you. If you're trying to check out and your credit card's like, do you authorize? Yes, I authorize this. Don't you see I buy from Panini every day? Yeah, we have that. We have that window. What August 1st until we see it in other retailers. So we're at $3.95 and 83 cents. We're in the 300s. All right, I got right in that time. Got right in. No issues there. No issues there. All right, we're gonna keep that there. We got what? We got about 30 minutes left till the bottom out price. $3.95 and 83 cents. We are getting down to the nitty gritty. 34 minutes left. We're gonna be getting there close. We're gonna be getting there real close to that 300. Still getting high volume Blackbeard through the button. Yeah, if you do go through the cart, like I said, just make sure you're looking at the price and that it changes, because Panini might not help you out if you do buy. I mean, it has happened to me in the past, and you just gotta be like, oh, wait a second, you gotta refresh it, or make sure that when it does like processing the tax and everything, that it does show, if you wanted to buy at $3.95.83, that it shows that. If you just click through, even though that it's past the timer and you're on the next level change, sometimes it will not change if you go through the cart. But if it did go through, that means you did get it, but just for a little bit more than you wanted to spend. Right, if it keeps dropping cost average Mamba, yeah, it's keep getting high volume. I'm gonna pull the trigger. Okay, you feel hey, find a level that wherever you're comfortable at, where you're like, I'm okay with this. At the same time, if it does keep going down, are you gonna buy more, or are you just gonna say, hey, I'm just gonna buy that one? On the flip side, hey, I like it at close to 300. Even if it slowed out at 312, I'm not going to be sick over it. Because two different, one that you buy too high, you're sick, or you don't buy and it sells out and you're sick. You're like, I really wanted this. I should have bought it here. 300 is a buy. Yeah, 300, 316. 395. I would have to go look, but it seems right. Oh wait, another 2 levels. So another 2 levels, you're looking at what, $20 down. So you like 350, a little bit high, but if you are buying a little bit high, you're not risking that it's going to sell out, and it could sell out. Where like people are buying cases of this once it does start getting closer to that. All right, let's see if we're going to have any issues checking out here. Good luck if you are going for these. If you are holding, we're holding the line. We're holding the line to that bottom out price. At least try it, right? Well, I'm getting right in at 375. Let me refresh this. 375. I got right in, no problem there. That's good. That is good. That is good. $375. We got 30 minutes left. Go here, first off the line. All right, so we got 375. And it sold out next level. Okay. So yeah, close to that. Additional auto. We're holding. That's right. Let's hold. Hold strong. You got right in. Yeah, that one there, no high volume. We're at 375. Yeah, for the most part, it's just these Monopoly blasters. I think just because it's a new product, you see that you can get numbered cards, and it's that scarcity thing. When there's something about we want it. Like when you could order pre-orders and it was easy to get, a lot of people are like, well, this isn't gonna do good, and then it sells out, and then now you see people selling it for double. Keeps going up. We've seen some pretty cool pulls come out of it. It has, I think, been hit or miss, but you know, it's a smaller checklist. Hitman, what's going on, man? We're trying to buy some UFC. First off the line, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty. We're at 375. We're what? We're about four. Well, at four level changes, we're gonna be under 300, and I think that 300 is gonna be. I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough to break that 300 mark. Did it sell out? No way! Don't tell me. Oh wow, that's on the high side. the next level, 375. No way. That's like $100 over. Sold out. I was thinking maybe, yeah, like around that 333, 325 with, oh no is right. I did not see 375 for UFC for first off the line. Man, I was thinking a couple more levels. So if you did buy around, you know, this last level, congrats to you. Congrats. Man, Hitman, I am so surprised at 375. This is $100 above the high side of pre-orders. That, like, these Dutch auctions have been selling out a lot higher than we've been expected the last couple of weeks. Dang, congrats if you did buy. Man. It sells out. Did you buy them all? Yeah, super close to immaculate. Like super close. Says high alert. Man, oh man. 375. We still don't have anything else on the horizon for next week. Two level, yeah, like just above 300 is where I think a lot of us were thinking. That's, you know, of course we were hoping in the high 200s, but just with we're clearly sold out at. Contenders Optic sold out. They've been selling on the high side of pre-orders, not breaking that last 100 mark. We all failed. Who wasn't holding? Who was buying? Not bad at all. If you bought at 4 and it sold out at 375. So if you did buy, this is where you bought a little high and you're feeling good about it because everyone else was thinking, hey, it's gonna drop a couple more levels. You gotta pay more in the secondary market. There's probably a couple people in here that will probably be selling. Are you ripping, flipping, breaking, or holding? One at 355. Yeah, one. That's crazy. It's crazy. 375. I'm staring at 6 board games as we speak. Yeah, like I'm gonna have to open these as you see. Let's see, is it this way? I got some back there that I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm definitely gonna open these when I get off of here because I did not get any UFC today. I'm gonna open in these. Some Monopoly Prizm. You grab 3 hobbies for the... Yeah, if you wait on the release day, you're probably looking at Panini releases under 250, I would think, with the low end at like 240. I was going to go... Would go in the 400 based on the premium first off the line number to 10s. No blasters yet. Okay. Yeah, I keep seeing, like, so I went to 3 targets yesterday. One had nothing. One just had the Monopoly game board, the one that's $39.99. And then one had, like, and I almost missed it too. Is, you know, they went over by the cards, and then I'm turning the corner, like I'm walking around, but I decided to make one more loop on the side I didn't go, and then I barely caught my eye. I saw the big Monopoly, and I was like, oh, where are the booster packs at? And then there they were sitting right there. So they're gonna cost $99, right? $99. Hitman came. And it sold out. It sold out too high. We are all bummed. We're all bummed. Right now, we're probably looking at. I believe Midwest has it for $242.95. You probably want to check eBay as well. If you wait till next week, Panini, I think Panini might be able to beat this price, $242. Maybe not. Well, the other thing we got to think of it, first off, the line sold out so high, is that these prices could get adjusted as well, because it sold out high. The regular boxes could go up. So there's a gamble either way. You buy at $242 for a regular hobby box, and you're like, okay, this is great. This is a great price. Or you're probably talking about, where does Panini go higher, because first off the line sold out at $375, or does Panini still come in close to $242 or cheaper? So I think there's some risk here, depending on, like, is it gonna hurt you that much if Panini does come in at $225 or $200 for a box of this? I don't know if it'll get down to $200, or is it gonna hurt that Panini has it at $275 or $3 because first off the line sold out at $375. And then bump up another 100. Super shocked. Yeah, I am in Las Vegas. It's sunny out, sunny old Las Vegas. Super shocked that it sold out that high. I was thinking a little bit lower. I was thinking 325, 350 is like on the safe side if you really wanted a box. And then once it got, if it did get close to that 300 mark, that's where I think it would have been really hard for it to cross on over to 200, even though you got Midwest at 240. you know, most boxes selling at, you know, 250 to 275 for a regular hobby box. Oh, only 108. Okay, so not a lot, not a lot at all. Wow. Yeah, especially so because those numbers of 10 and 10 super low. Okay, so yeah, 108 is not a lot at all. We got nothing on the horizon for next week, so hopefully by tomorrow we'll have they will drop their first off the line stuff that's going to be dropping next week. I don't think they got any rewards. Let's see if they got any. Let's see, what do we got coming up? We got. Does this have a price yet? It does not have a price. I'm hoping it gets under 150 for those. Because even those, I thought the clearly first off the line. I mean, $208 was it's still not bad for those at the where it sold out at. Okay. Impossible Shimmers, 200 card set. We're doing hobby buys. Unless we're buying off the secondary market, 375. Where are those going to be at? Like 5? What do you guys think? Like, it has to be around 5 if you're buying off the secondary market. If they sold out at 375, at least 5. Well, we got Optic coming up, but that's in what, May? Well, we're probably looking at a couple weeks for Optic first off the line. We got Select coming, but that's what, in June. 2 per box, 13. Okay. 2,600 total trimmers, 2 per box. 1,300 total boxes divided by 12. Okay. Yeah, not a lot at all when it comes to the stock. Super surprised. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes, and that's where you got to find your price, especially if you really wanted to rip it. And depending on what you want to do with it, are you ripping, flipping, breaking, or holding? Those are all going to have different price points, and you just got to find out where you want to do it, where you want to be comfortable at. Because you know, I know some people bought like on the high, or not the high side, but over the $400 mark. You're probably feeling pretty good about yourself because it sold out at 375. I would be like, yeah, I knew it was going to sell out at 375. So congrats if you did hit today. It's super cool, super cool. $375. Man, oh man. But sometimes it just happens that way. Sometimes we just like, we think it's going to get lower and it doesn't. Do the insert staff shimmers? I don't think they do. Let's see. You're looking at, that's the base set. We're looking at super autos. The auto should all out checklist. I don't know if they do, or do they? Oh, did they finally drop the Jordan 1s? I think for those there's what, 240K for those. So you should be able to grab some. Let's see, are they still live? Let's see. Let me go to Nike. variations have shimmers too. They're what, 180. Let's see, so those are live right now. Those are live. Well, hey guys, thanks for joining this this Dutch auction. Congrats if you did hit today. If you did hit 375, I think most of us are surprised at this. Super surprised with Hitman doing some math. There's not a lot of stock with 108 cases. That's, you know, there's so many variables that we have to look at when we are buying this stuff. If you didn't buy, guess what? You save some money until the next Dutch auction. We'll probably have a couple. They haven't dropped it, as you see here, what is going to be for next week, but we'll probably see 2 or 3 next week. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like I said, congrats if you did hit. If you didn't, we saved some money till the next one. And I will talk to you guys. I will talk to you guys later. And it was good talking to you all, you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.